Do you see Ausar continuing the trend of Troy's top 7 picks starting game 1 or starting right away?
I think that in this case, no. And not to say he's not capable of starting. It's just, as of right now, as the roster is constructed, this podcast is before free agency because we do clip this podcast out, just giving you guys some context and warning, because sometimes I'll clip shit out and like, oh, dude, you guys are late. Like, I schedule shit out.
Yeah.
As of today, no. He's probably coming off the bench. Now, we could trade Bojan. I don't know why we would, but he could be a 3. I think he will start off the bench, much like Jalen Duren did. And if his play style is just to the point where you can't keep him on the bench, you have to put him in the starting lineup, then yes, I could see him starting. But right off the bat, probably not. I think the Pistons want to have some three-point shooting out there next to Caden Ivey, and I think Bojan would probably be your starting 3. I'm assuming we're still going to try to do that 2-big lineup too.
Man, I agree with you that I don't think Ausar is going to start right away, but I'm also thinking maybe they go with Bojan at the 4. He played 53% of his minutes last year at the 4 spot. I mean, you have Duren at 5, so you still have someone to clean things up if they get beat. I want it to work that way. It doesn't matter if he starts from day 1 or not. I'm not going to be hung up on it if it doesn't happen. It would just seem so weird though that the trend would end with him, of them starting like right from the start of the season, because we've seen it the past 3 years with Jaden Ivey, Cade, and Killian Hayes. Maybe that's just a Dwayne Casey thing. I don't know why I'm putting it all on Troy Weaver to make that happen. But I do agree with you. I do think Ausar will come off the bench, but there's a tiny bit of me that thinks, he'll be starting alongside Bojan. They'll be the forwards going forward. And I think Isaiah Stewart and James Wiseman will come off the bench with Isaiah Livers. That will be the 3 front court people. And I'm doing this before free agency. I'm just doing this with the roster that it is right now. I don't know what free agency will do. Someone else could potentially start at the 3 or the 4 for the Pistons going forward. But right now, as the roster stands, I think, there's a chance Ausar could start from day 1. But I'm going to agree with you. I don't think he does, just because he lacks, the shooting is inconsistent. You want more shooting out there. You don't want the lanes to be clogged. You want lanes to be open for Cade and Jaden Ivey to do their work. So, yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you and say Ausar will be coming off the bench day 1.
Yeah, I mean, there could be situations where he's out there with the starters in crunch time when you need a defensive stop, and I expect that fully from Monty Williams. But I don't think right off the gate he's going to start, and I don't really think Monty Williams is going to be in a rush to, put him out into the fire right away. I think this is going to be a team that you're not going to see as many mistakes. Like, if you make a mistake, you're on the bench. I don't think it's going to be a learning curve. I think they want to get better. I think they want to win more than 20 games a year. So I wouldn't really expect too big of a leash either.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.